gives us an inside look how music students here are adapting to the new change.
The Bethune-Cookman Marching Wildcats wrapped up this year's band season with another successful year. With over 15 shows and performances all over the state of Florida and along the East Coast, the band gets national recognition every year. Band student William Roberts shares his reflections.
Well, this season we had a pretty hectic schedule. We had, along with the football games, we also had performances with the NFL. We also went to the Florida State game, which was a pretty big result.
Students throughout the year have been dedicating time and effort, practicing and making sure sounds are up to par. Although the band is an important part of the culture here at Bethune-Cookman University, it is still an extracurricular activity, and band director Donovan Wells understands that.
Majority of the students are on some form of scholarship with the band, and they have to maintain a GPA. We do send out, students have to do after about 4 weeks of classes, we send out a report that they have to have all of their teachers assigned. We want to make sure that they're going to class, that they have the books.
Mr. Wells has been leading this program for over 15 years and continues to push the students on the right direction. With a great year marching for the Wildcats, spectators will be anticipating the same again next year. Jaquel Phillip, BCU Campus TV.
With Professional Dress Day being enforced every Wednesday, President Jackson firmly stands behind the look for students. With more on professional dress, Wednesday, Jasmine Mose hits the campus to speak with students.
Here on the campus of Bethune-Cookman University, President Dr. Jackson believed that all students should dress for success. The School of Business isn't the only one who has to look their best around campus, but all students are required to dress professionally each Wednesday and for any school function. Failure to follow the dress code will result in removal from class. Freshman Jaden Richardson, a biology major here at Bethune-Cookman University, feels that it's a wonderful thing to dress up, and it's also a great look for the university.
I feel very great about Professional Dress Day. I think it is a very sagacious choice, dressing up. You know, you represent your university, you feel well, you do well in class. I think Professional Dress Wednesday is a good look for the university.
Professional dress is not for everyone. While other students like sophomore Adrian Johnson, a criminal justice major, feel that everyone is not as fortunate to dress up every week.
No, I don't feel like it should be required because I don't think everybody can afford it. Some people, financial standards are not up to par, and everybody cannot afford it. People don't get refunds. People don't get financial aid.
Some students.
Bethune-Cookman University offers a plethora of on-campus housing for incoming and returning students. But with the recent closing of Meg's Hall, living arrangements on campus have become scarce for those who are expecting to come back to their assigned rooms. Freshman Jamar. Bethune-Cookman University offers a plethora of on-campus housing for incoming and returning students. But with the recent closing of Meg's Hall, living arrangements on campus have become scarce for those who are expecting to come back to their assigned rooms. Freshman Jamar Fox talks about how it was to live in the residence hall last semester.
The mold was like irritating. You have headaches for no reason. Like, you have to have the dorm cold not to smell the mold. If it's hot or the air conditioner the air conditioner start working at one point and then you'll be smelling mold, you have headaches, and it's just not comfortable.
BCU has countered their losses this semester and have offered upperclassmen residence hall style apartments located in various apartment complexes around Daytona Beach. They have also placed students in hotel rooms for the duration of the semester. LLC Residence Life Coordinator Rachel Bugal talks about the struggle of the transition.
Upperclassmen in LLC move off campus, and in turn, at the same time, simultaneously, we moved Meg's girls into LLC as upperclassmen were moving out of the building.
BCU's Res Life has declined to comment on the current situations in Meg's Hall, but not all upperclassmen are complaining about the move off campus. Even underclassmen are content with LLC, as they have bigger rooms and better bathrooms. Shanisa Pierre, BCU Campus TV.
The fitness center located in the Center for Civic Engagement has been remodeled with new equipment, but some say it just isn't enough. Chastity Brigman discovers some of the concerns.
The fitness center is located inside of the Civic for Engagement Center, located here on campus. Students and student workers find it very convenient.
Between 12 to 5 p.m., there is enough equipment to satisfy the needs because of the all-in-one stations that's provided in the CEC. But when you start talking about from 7 maybe to 11, I think it gets a little compact in here. So the one thing that would help is we get more all-in-one stations. Right now we have 3. Maybe if we had, say, 9, I think it would be more smooth as far as transitions between different lifts.
There's enough equipment to satisfy student needs, of course. With as big as the student body is, to satisfy everybody at one time, of course, that would just be kind of crazy. But for the most part, the equipment is all brand new, so it works properly. Students just have to rotate and, just share. But it is enough equipment in here to, satisfy all students' needs, and to get all their workouts, everything that they need in. So to answer that question, yes.
With all the new equipment located in the fitness center, the looming question is, does the hours of operation conflict with student schedules? Chastity Brigman, BCU Campus TV.
Bethune-Cookman University is zero tolerance to students smoking on campus. Deja Thompson spoke with Ms. Lawson Young of the Department of Public Safety about some of the consequences if caught.
Local parks are where most students go to relieve stress. 30% of college students are current smokers. 28% begin to smoke regularly at age 19. The Department of Public Safety has enforced a strict no-smoking policy, and it is still a concern here at Bethune-Cookman.
My concern is the health issue and helping our students to understand some of the consequences or repercussions to their physical self from smoking.
Cigarettes kill more young adults than most leading drugs. Campus safety is on patrol throughout the day, and signs are posted to enforce the drug-free environment. With rules in place and with the concerned risk of smoking, why do students still feel the need to smoke?
Well, I think it may be something that they learn from their environment. Some students, you find that if you look at their history, you'll look at parents that were smokers.
What are we doing to help Cookman become a better environment? Cigarettes kill more Americans than alcohol, car accidents, suicide, AIDS, homicide, and illegal drugs. Smoking is a major cause of heart disease, bronchitis, strokes, and contributes to the severity of colds and pneumonia. It's an epidemic. I'm Daisha Johnson, BCU Campus TV.
New renovations are being made to the Harrison Roads building. Some students and faculty are already seeing changes. De'Ara Downing has more on those changes.
Any campus construction, particularly construction that may hinder traffic flow or increase tuition, is of high interest to students and even faculty. Harrison Roads Hall, formerly known as the Harrison Roads Memorial, is now being built on Success. The building is currently undergoing construction to expand, and as you can see, an operation of this magnitude requires more than a couple of men and can take up to a few months to complete. We got a chance to catch up with the head of construction, the man in charge of demolishing a portion of the existing Harrison Roads Memorial Building, and here's what he had to say.
We're adding a 4-story addition. There'll be 3 floors of classrooms, and the upper floor will be offices.
This construction may take an awful long time.
Yes, we have about 6 to 8 months probably in that time frame to complete it. I know the school wants it for the August opening of the classes, so that's what our goal is.
Along with being time-consuming, we know construction can be very expensive.
I think it is somewhere in about a $2.5 million range for the whole project.
Although it's expensive and timely, the addition to this building may be great for the university.
I think it's a great enhancement for this little campus. Okay? I think it'll look real good.
De'Ara Downing, BCU Campus TV News.
The dining hall has been getting great feedback from the student body. With the new physical changes to the dining facility, some students are still wondering if there will be changes to the food. Lanisha Smith gives you inside access on the dining hall.
Bethune-Cookman University's dining hall had just recently gone through some major physical renovations. But some may be wondering, have they made any changes to the food? I just recently spoke with the general manager, Andre Burgess, about the behind the scenes in the dining hall.
In terms of how we get our food, we actually have a large purveyor by the name of Cisco. They're the largest of their kind in the United States, and we get all of our food from them. We get it on a rotation of a Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We get all of our fruits and vegetables from the same company, a little different division though, but we get that on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. So it's a 5-day rotation, so we make sure we get the freshest things in for our fruits, vegetables, apples, oranges, all that good stuff that the athletes really love.
In the dining hall, there's a large variety of healthy food choices for the students to choose from the salad bar to the vegetarian cuisine. Some students say that there was not only good changes made to the physical features of the dining hall, but also good changes made to the food as well.
I think it's fine, actually. I mean, the vegetarian line is nice for people who don't, eat meat or anything. But yeah, I think they have a lot of healthy options. It's way better than it was before. I know that much.
Bethune-Cookman's dining hall staff is always looking for more ways to improve the food through their preparation and their presentation. So be on the lookout for healthier food options on the menu. Lanisha Smith, BCU Campus TV.
The Student Success Center is now home to academic advising. With the newly improved advising system being brought to the forefront, some students approve of it, while others not so much. Alexis Butler has more.
The Student Success Center, located in the upstairs Parlance Center, now advises all students.
It's February.
The Student Success Center, located in the upstairs Parlance Center, now advises all students at Bethune-Cookman University. Their main goal is to provide a personal connection with the students and to keep them on track for graduation. Students now set up their schedules with student success coaches and meet for any advisement. Graduating senior Deramani Jones feels the new advisement should not have been changed.
Because the advisors in each school know particularly what the students need, and these advisors are going strictly off of paper and curriculum, and they have no physical or personal attachment to, well, not physical, but personal attachment to you. So it's kind of like just hit and miss, like they're here just to do their job. They don't know you, it's not personable, nothing. It's just they're here to set your classes up and advise, and that's it.
Other students like Kenneth Smith feels his new advisors are more convenient.
They didn't have time for us. My advisors were my teachers, so at the time they were doing their class work or grading papers if they didn't have personal time to sit down and actually advise me on what classes and what courses I should be taking at that particular time.
The Student Success Center is working their hardest to accommodate a personal connection for student advisement. Alexis Butler, BCU Campus TV News.
The month of February is nationally recognized as Black History Month. Ishmael Barnes takes it to the quad to get some insight from students on what Black History Month means to them.
It's February, and that means Black History Month is here. And being at an HBCU, BCU TV wanted to know what the students of Bethune-Cookman University feel about this month.
Black History Month is important to me because it reminds me where I've come from and how easy it is to get policies changed by voicing your opinion.
Black History Month is important because it is imperative that we understand where we came from. It is the path that paves the way for our future, so that is real important.
Black History Month is so important because it's a time to celebrate Black culture. Even though I celebrate it all year round, but it's just a good day that's on the map for us.
Black History Month is important because it's important to know your roots. It's important to know where you come from as a person. As Black people, we tend to lose sight of our past, and we need to embrace our past and understand why the future is the future.
Bethune-Cookman itself plays a big part in Black history, all thanks to its founder, Mayor McLeod. And there you have it. Students here at Bethune-Cookman University shared their point of view of Black History Month. I'm Ishmael Barnes, reporting for BCU TV.
The new addition of the popular coffee shop Starbucks has been a hit on campus. With it now being in a centralized location of campus, more students are able to stop by. Reporter Jeremy Davis has more.
It has been a year since the introduction of Starbucks here on Bethune-Cookman campus. When the popular coffee chain came, it originally was located in the Student Wildcat Center. Now it's located in its own space inside the Parlance Center. Has all of the renovations done been worth it? We found students, and this is what they had to say.
Since everyone got their Wildcat bucks, it's been a very successful. People come in every day. A lot of people waste a lot of their money here.
There has been countless dollars that went into the budget for Starbucks here at Bethune-Cookman University. However, some workers feel that every penny was worth it.
You see students just coming in daily, all day long, and they can grab something to go, and mostly everything over here is healthy. When we get those coffee drinks to get that Big Joe to get us going.
Students love that Bethune-Cookman decided to give them Starbucks and are looking forward to the other food and drink chains that might be introduced to campus in the near future.
I think they should add a Chick-fil-A. It's actually one of my favorite fast food restaurants here. Well, should be here.
Who would have known that just a year ago Starbucks would be such a hit? Frappes, smoothies, and bagels are just a few things that some of the students has grown to love. Jeremy Davis, BCU Campus TV.
On-campus barbers are now being well sought after as much as your professional barbers. Some may think that this would cause conflict between the two. Kamija Mitchell give you both perspectives on the barbers.
The Fever Hall is known to most students and faculty on campus as one of two all-boys dormitory. While to its residents, it's become home. But to others, the Fever is also known as the on-campus barbershop. Students like Andre, a senior here at the Great Bethune-Cookman University, an unlicensed on-campus barber aspiring to get licensed in the near future, loves what he does.
First of all, I see no competition. There is no competition. But it's good to have a little competition because it keeps me going and know that I need to continue to do what I'm doing, as in cutting hair and continue to expand myself in the business that I'm portraying as doing.
One of the local barbershops, Ebony Dex Styles, has no problem with having a little.
I feel impartial with it. Like, I know you got to learn from somewhere, so I don't want to completely have any ill will towards any on-campus barbers. At the same time, I do think for my standpoint of the schooling that I went through, it would be no difference if a college student lost their job to a person with just experience and not the degree. So, it helps on one hand and then it hurts on the other hand, but as long as everybody's having fun and they're getting, their clientele, like we getting our clientele, and it's not stepping into our area, I guess, they have to do what they got to do to survive.
With having no hard feelings towards one another, both as well as others managed to cut their way to success. Kamisa Mitchell reporting for BCU Campus TV.
The Student Senate put on an entertaining event last week. Taboo was played, but with a twist. The Senate used the taboo game and added questions about university history, rules, and regulations for the teams to answer. Kendra Mazik gives us more.
The Student Senate put together an innovative way of teaching students about their organization. The evening kicked off with a battle of rock, paper, scissors to pick the teams. Students competed against each other in a mind-challenging game of taboo, where they raced against time to guess school rules as well as the history.
Senate taboo is just a rendition of regular taboo, but with the sanctions that you get or the policies that we have within the student handbook.
Even though it was a very competitive atmosphere, the game still managed to consist of confusion, competition, and a room full of laughs.
The students were active. They were like into the game 100%. Like their teams worked well together and they gained new knowledge of things they weren't aware of, like what exactly failure to comply is or embezzlement, things of that nature.
Overall, the Senate taboo was a complete success. Not only did students learn about the Student Senate, but they also had fun while doing it. The next event that the Senate will be hosting will be Senate Jeopardy on February 11th, so stay tuned for that. And also, if you haven't picked up the student handbook, you should definitely stop by the Senate office located in the Parlin Center. Kendra Mazik, BCU Campus TV, Lincoln Campus and Community.
The residential hall Lee Ryan is now allowing co-ed visitation inside rooms this year. Students are taking full advantage of the new changes. Marcus Wells gives us more insight on this change.
Here at the only co-ed residential hall on campus, Lee Ryan, males and females have the privilege of socializing with their peers on the second and third floor lobbies for the first time. Lee Ryan Residential Hall Life Coordinator William Stafford sees the benefits of this new rule.
At this point, it's a great idea, but we do have policies and procedures concerning it.
Students are enjoying the fact that they do have co-visitation, and it's a great opportunity for them to meet their friends and things of that nature.
Students can now enjoy the company of their peers without the worry of being fined. Junior Melissa Washington enjoys the convenience of this new change.
I can hang out with my friends, I can study with my friends, and if I need help with something, I can just go up to my friend's room and see what's going on, and they can help me with various classes, or we can watch movies together, or even eat dinner together. I think it's just really convenient.
As residents continue to enjoy themselves, freshman Matthew Hunt encourages others to take part in these new opportunities.
But I mean, if they want to move in and there's spaces in Lee Ryan, definitely do it. But Cookman, it's constantly changing. Like, there's gonna be some things that I won't have, but that some new maybe upcoming freshmen.
This seems to be the new hangout spot for students who stay in Lee Ryan Residential Hall. Many students are taking advantage of these new opportunities here on campus, including myself. Marcus Wells, BCU Campus TV.
The foundation of the Mary McLeod Bethune home on campus has been taking new steps in bettering the experience. The staff has been working hard in restoring the rich history of our beloved founder. Amanda Williams gives you insight.
Welcome to the Mary McLeod Bethune Foundation House, where it's rich in history. This house was built in 1905. To keep Dr. Bethune's house intact, they must preserve the artifacts that were personal to Dr. Bethune. Dr. Ashley Robinson explains.
Make sure that we're cleaning every day with the right materials, and we also have an extensive inventory project going on where we're basically going to make sure that we have an account for everything here in the house so that it's properly preserved and protected.
Dr. Bethune's house is contained with vast memories, from the room she slept in to the picture frames on the wall. Her house was recognized as a National Historic Landmark by the National Park Service in 1974.
Come down to Daytona Beach, starting from nothing actually, and then becoming this, just being a model home, and then somebody purchased this for her to move in, and this being the start of Bethune-Cookman University. So,
Mary McLeod Bethune Foundation House is open Mondays through Fridays, 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and Saturdays by appointment. So feel free to stop by and learn about the legacy she left behind. Amanda Williams, BCU Campus TV.
Do you feel safe on campus? Reporter Michelle Nicholson received several safety tips from the Department of Public Safety.
Ensuring safety on the campus of Bethune-Cookman University is a major concern for students, parents, and school officials. Our United States government has been trying to gain control over guns, but until then, what can we do to prevent something like this on the campus of Bethune-Cookman University?
We have to first understand that safety is everyone's business and everyone's responsibility. I think just common sense creates a level of safety by making sure that your property is locked down, to make sure that you're always aware of your surroundings and your environment. And when you see something, definitely say something and report it to others.
Dating back to 1993, on the campus of our own, 4 men were involved in a school shooting, leaving 3 dead. In August 2011, our campus was on lockdown for over 3 hours because there was an alleged sniper on the roof of the Performing Arts Center. Making sure students feel safe should be the #1 concern of campus security and public safety. Have they been doing their job successfully? Some students, like Shamika Thompson, think the exact opposite.
I don't feel like they do their job. They're always just sitting around on the cards. They're not actually securing the campus and making sure that they're not aware of their surroundings pretty much.
While some students feel that campus security has room for improvements, authorities here feel that it's a two-way deal when ensuring campus security. I'm Michelle Nicholson, BCU Campus TV.
Bethune-Cookman University has made several renovations to improve the image of the university. The new renovations will enhance the BCU experience for incoming students. Reporter Reggie Payton gives an inside look.
Starting since the beginning of 2013-2014 school year, Bethune-Cookman has started to improve the campus by building and renovating a lot of buildings that was needed. One of the biggest projects that has been improved around campus is the reconstruction of the Harrison Road Social Science Building. It is being remodeled to a full-story building, which should make the learning environment more comfortable. Students around campus say that the renovation and the food in the new dining hall was a great improvement.
I think the new CAF has made some great improvements.
as a student, it's just great being in here. It's a great environment. All the stations have just improved.
I think the new CAF is more presentable and it's like more. It's like if it's like a new environment. It feels like a new environment.
The athletic department has really made an improvement this school year. The Larry Hanfield Athletic Center was opened up during the fall semester, and the new track was put on campus to convene the athletes. Also, they remodeled the fitness room in the CEC building that has new and more equipment that even the students can use to get a good practice and a healthy workout. Including the new renovations to the chapel and all the other accommodations that Bethune has brought this year, this should give the campus a better HBCU environment. I'm Reggie Payton, and this is BCU Campus TV.
Bethune-Cookman University is a non-hazing university with zero tolerance for hazing. School officials would like to see students to report any forms of hazing going on. Ruben Riffin has more.
It's that time of the year again, pledging season, where all aspirants, GDIs, which are known as individuals in the Greek world, aspire to join one of the Divine Nine organizations, which consists of 4 female sororities and 5 male fraternities.
I'm part of Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. I joined Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity because I didn't have to, change anything about myself. They accepted me as I was, and they are a big part of the community, and I just like the brotherhood.
However, recently, due to many hazing allegations and settlements out of court, Bethune-Cookman University is cracking down on the hazing, so much so that they suspended all of our intake.
Of course, hazing is something that's wrong. To me, hazing is pretty much taking anything overboard, over the line, you crossing the border. It shouldn't happen nowhere.
A lot of people around this time of the year start going ghost and start disappearing. Now, pay attention to your surroundings, and if you hear of hazing, it shouldn't be going on, but please report it. Because here at Bethune-Cookman University, despite of whatever organization you're in, we do not haze. Ruben Riffin,
The
BCU
ROTC is
TV
in full
News.
swing this semester and is looking to make more changes. Reporter Gennaro Carter has a sneak peek.
Starting since the beginning of 2013-2014 school year, Bethune-Cookman has started to improve their campus by building.
The BCU Army ROTC program has upgraded from a small utility closet-sized office space in the Student Parlance Center to this building you see right behind me, which houses an office, a cadet lounge, and a multi-purpose classroom. Major Fillmore tells BCU Campus TV that it is a complete 180.
Coming from beginnings, when I started here, it was about 6 cadets. We're now 40 cadets. We were in I would say, a small 3x2 office. Now we have our own ROTC house.
Army cadets have been on the BCU campus for quite some time now, but with growing numbers and the program's new training facility, their presence will definitely be known. Cadets mentioned to BCU Campus TV that trying to operate a satellite program out of what appeared to be a utility closet was not only frustrating, but dysfunctional at times. Second-year cadet Dania Emanuel was there during the beginning phases of the program and shares how pleased she is with the transformation.
Small office, small as a matchbox. So now we are very grateful for our ROTC house because it's much bigger. We have a bathroom, we have a lounge and a classroom. So it's very more spacious. So I can say that we are very grateful and thankful for that ROTC house right now.
Senior student Shamika Summers shared her thoughts about the program.
Well, when I first came to Bethune-Cookman University, I really didn't see the ROTC program or like the color guards as often, but as a senior now, I see them much often, like at the football games, at the basketball games, doing the Pledge of Allegiance, and I know much more about them than I didn't know my freshman year.
What many ROTC cadets consider a humble beginning has turned into a building of their own. Lincoln Campus and Community, Gennaro Carter, BCU Campus TV News.
To students, multitasking while walking the class may just be used to pass by time, but some staff here may beg to differ. With more on the story, Sophia Fleming has more.
Listening to music, talking on the phone, and texting while walking to class has become a norm here at BCU. Students are unaware of their surroundings, and multitasking on your cell phone may become a big distraction. BCU Campus TV News caught up with Sergeant Clark in the Department of Public Safety to get his insight.
You're distracted from your mission, right? There's the likelihood that you could be subject to some type of accident. You could trip, you could walk into something, or be a victim of an accident. You know, distractions and multitasking, go hand in hand.
Students don't see it that way, however. Listening to music, talking on the phone, and texting while walking to class is just a part of their daily routine.
A lot of people, they walk to class and look at their phone because they want to spend their time on something else instead of looking at trees or anything.
Even though texting is a good way to pass by time while walking to class, it is still important for students to keep a good eye on their surroundings. Sophia Fleming, BCU Campus TV.
Not being divas or anything.
Now over in sports, here's Rashawn Phillips.
Well, it's that time again for the 2014 Winter Olympics over in Russia this year. The Olympic Games have started off with ice hockey, freestyle skiing, speed skating, and figure skating. The United States trails in 7th place currently with only 4 golds, 4 silver, and 8 bronze, with Germany on the lead with the standings with 7 gold medals, which are the most right now. Now over in New York, Derek Jeter announces on last Wednesday that 2014 will be his last season. Jeter has a career of 3,316 hits, 256 home runs, and also ranked first in New York Yankees history in games played, at-bats, hits, and stolen bases. What a great weekend it was for the NBA All-Stars in New Orleans this weekend, starting off with many big-name celebrities playing in the NBA All-Star game and the dunk contest that was slightly different, which was won by the East, and actually the actual game itself, which was on Sunday, which was won by the Eastern Conference as well. Now for your Fighting Wildcats of Bethune-Cookman University, your Lady Wildcats dominated the Delaware State Hornets 80-51 on Saturday, with Taylor Houston scoring a career high of 22 points. And also that evening, the men's basketball took on Delaware State as well, but unfortunately lost 79-67. This puts them 4-9 in the MEAC and also 6-22 overall. BCU Tennis opened up their season this weekend here on Sunday at City Island. Unfortunately, both were defeated as well. The women lost to Iowa State and the men lost to Georgia Southern. Also, this Friday, the BCU baseball team had their season opener at Jackie Robinson Ballpark with a win over California State Northbridge 2-1, but losing on Saturday and then again on Sunday to end that series. I'm Rashawn Phillips. Back to you, Cecelia.
Thank you for choosing BCU Campus TV News. We hope you join us next week at the same time. I'm Cecelia Taylor.
And I am Italia Hall. Good night, BCU.